Hello and welcome to episode 61 of the Aluminum Screen Podcast. I'm Brandon, joined as always by Emmett, and we have a pretty big week this week with Daredevil Born Again Season 2 wrapping up, Mortal Kombat 2, big week for twos, and we've also got some exciting news, including the Batman Part 2. But before we get into any of that, Emmett, how has your past week been? What have you been up to? Have you been watching anything this week?
Yeah, man, it's been good. Good week. I watched one movie, which is, quadruple what I've watched the last 2 weeks. So we're moving up quite a bit. We're moving up in the
That's
world.
big.
Um, what have I been doing the last week? I honestly don't even know. I'm almost done with Sorrow still. That's been still taking up a good chunk of my time. Um, yeah, man. That's I don't know what I've been doing. I guess I've just been busy now that I'm thinking about it. Invincible, The Boys, all that fun stuff. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. That's my watch. That's what I have to contribute to the
Big.
world this week. That's what I'm here for. That's my one contribution. And I'm really, really still trying to think of just about anything else I could throw in here. Um, Played a lot of Smash Bros this week. My buddy, Matt, obviously, but for the people in the world, was home for the weekend. So a lot of Smash Bros, a lot of Mario Party, all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's about it for me. What about you? How was your last week?
It's been pretty good. I finished this original Star Wars trilogy finally,
Hell yeah.
which was
Hell yeah.
nice. Um, I watched Mortal Kombat 1 the morning before going to see Mortal Kombat 2 in IMAX. What an experience. Did you see it in
I'm
IMAX?
jealous. No, I saw it in laser because there wasn't another time that worked. It was brutal. I wanted to
That's
see it in
tough.
IMAX. Aspect
That's
changes?
tough.
Were there aspect ratio changes?
There
I heard.
was
I heard
there was a
rumblings.
couple. There was one that really stood out to me that I was like, "Oh, this is really cool," but it was, like, played for a joke. It was there's the scene where slight spoil I don't know if this is a spoiler. It's 2 characters that fight, which I think you can put together just based off of being a Mortal Kombat movie, but Johnny Cage goes to fight Baraka, and the camera turns, and the aspect ratio expands up, and it totally looks like it's loading into, like, the video game, like a fight
That's
is
cool.
about to start,
Oh, with
and
like the
then
side shot.
yeah. Yeah, it
Oh,
goes
that's
to the
cool.
side shot of the 2 of them, and the aspect ratio, like, expands as it, like, pans to the side shot,
That's
which was
awesome.
really cool, and
I
then,
really enjoyed the
obviously
side shots generally, even without the
yeah,
aspect ratio change.
I was I'll say this, I watched Mortal Kombat 1, did not like it at all. I was like, "This
Yeah.
is really bad," and then I was, like, nervous because I was driving the whole way down to see just Mortal Kombat 2, because originally my plan was to watch Mortal Kombat 2 and then see Sheep Detectives after,
I
but
have to see
Rebecca
that
wants to
so
watch
bad.
Sheep Detectives, so I was like,
Mhm.
"Alright, I'll hold off and we'll see
She
it
didn't want to
sometime
watch Mortal
this
Kombat
next week."
2?
Well, she was at work, when I went to see it, but no,
Oh,
she was
fair.
not interested in seeing Mortal Kombat 2. She said that one's fine to go see by myself. I won't get, any grief for for not waiting to watch it with her. Um,
Shockingly, Kylie was the same way.
really? Hmm,
Unbelievable.
interesting. I thought she would've been all over Mortal Kombat 2.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy. But, yeah, thankfully, 2 was better than 1. Or was it? We'll get
Or
into
was
that
it?
later. I don't
Who
know, it's
knows?
tough to say. But yeah, that's really it. I did get, 5 Godzilla VHS tapes, on my way to pick up or on my way to see Mortal Kombat 2.
That's
That was
incredible.
great.
That is actually so sick.
So, I can't wait to
I
fire
am
those up.
gonna steal those at some point just so we're all on the
Mm,
same page, but it's really cool
okay.
that you'll have them for a while.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure to treasure them now until they get stolen
Yeah,
then.
I think that's for the best. Until someone steals them, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to
Yeah.
could be me, it could not be me. It could be someone that
It's
looks
true.
just like me. Who
It could
knows?
be Mothma.
It could be Mothma? Mothma?
Mothra.
You're
Sorry,
too Star Wars
I know,
brained.
I'm too Andor pilled at the moment. I did start season 2, I watched the first episode of season 2, yesterday. So
Oh,
we're
hell
getting the
yeah.
ball rolling on it.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
What a show. Cassian Andor might be the my GOAT in Star Wars. Might be my
Yeah,
favorite Star Wars
I
character.
I think he's up there for a lot of people. I think
He's
post
just
Andor,
he's just a cool guy, man. And the
he is.
first episode of season 2, he gives that, like, pep talk to the one lady who's, like, helping him to steal, like, the TIE fighter or whatever, the advanced TIE fighter.
Oh, when he's yeah,
He gives her his pep talk, and I was getting choked up. I was like, "Damn, Diego
he's.
Luna, what a guy."
Did you
Oh,
get to the part where he gets the Force
no.
and his lightsaber?
Alright, alright. I was 99% sure you were lying, but I was like, "Maybe that is," and I've somehow avoided that the whole time, but it would be way cooler if, like, a de-aged Luke Skywalker showed up and they,
Oh,
like,
so
helped
true.
each other out, you know?
What was the big Andor it was there was bricks. That was a whole thing. There was
That's a thing?
bricks in the end of season 1. There were bricks in the town, like buildings were made out of bricks.
Yeah, but that was, like, the funeral thing.
Yeah, but people were mad that there were bricks in Star Wars. It's the worst
What?
thing that's ever happened in the world. It was devastating.
Why would bricks not I mean, they, like, use,
Like,
like
also, to be
the
fair,
one
I'm saying
thing
that people weren't actually mad. They were making money from acting like they were mad. I don't
oh,
think
okay.
anyone actually cared.
I was gonna say because I was pretty thrown off when they had, like, one of the Imperial meetings and the main guy was like or no, maybe it was season 2 where he was like, "Clear like, don't put this on your calendars." And I was like, "There's
Yeah.
calendars in Star Wars?" Which, like, I guess they would because they would need to organize when they do stuff, and it's not like they don't have, like, just, January through December
Yeah.
calendars, but I just was like,
It
"Huh, I never thought about anyone in Star Wars having a calendar."
There's Andor does a lot of, like, that kind of everyday stuff where it's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that would happen." Even, like, curse words, like, they actually used real curse words, which has
Yeah.
happened before, but, like, I think shit, they almost said fuck, and it was, like, a whole thing. It was like, they but then people were like, "Oh, they should be saying, like, criff in these scenes," and it's
No.
like, "Okay." It's like, yeah,
No.
that we like
No, when they make up curse words for sci-fi stuff or whatever, it always is the corniest stuff ever.
I'm I'm cool with it in all the other Star Wars stuff, but in Andor, when they're like at the end of season 1 and they're like rising up and they're like, "Let's get these criffing guys." It's like, what is that? You know, that would take me out. Like, keep that. It's okay. It's fine. We can
Yeah. I
just
think the issue with it for me is that it's just like they always are like, because 'cause they're basing it off of our curse words, which they
yeah.
wouldn't do. Like, so it's like something that sounds like fuck or shit.
Yeah, and yeah, Flarkin in the
Yeah.
MCU.
Yeah.
They
Oh my
also
god.
they speak English, so like presumably, why would they get all the other words? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, why not?
Well, is it called
Anyway,
it's not called what is it called in Star Wars? It's not called English. It's probably called, like,
oh, the language, oh
Imperial or
man,
whatever the fuck.
yeah, I can, I can't think of it. Wow, this is bad. Don't tell me when you look it up. I need to.
Okay.
Think. Oh my god, do you have it?
Yeah.
What's
It
the first
says
letter?
G? If
Is it?
the Google AI overview is right. Well, G or B, it says.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want the answer
Yeah,
here?
say it.
It says, the most common language is called Galactic Basic, or often just
Oh.
Basic,
Oh, wow, I didn't even think of that.
but it's
That's what
written
it
in a
is?
script known as Aurebesh
Oh,
for the written
Aurebesh.
language.
Aurebesh, I feel like because that, like, if you go to, like, Galaxy's Edge, it's like everything is in that language
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah. So the written language is different, but the spoken language, they just call Basic. They just didn't care, I guess, which is awesome, though.
Anyway, there's our weekly, discussion before moving on to any other topic. It's about the language used in Star Wars this week.
Yeah.
Join us next week for God, I don't even know.
Yeah, you can't even
The
predict it. It'll be
You can't
like
even predict it. We don't even know.
yeah. Yeah,
We don't
no.
even know until after it happened.
I'm still not sure what it was this week. All right, I guess let's jump into the news, and I'm not sure where
Where
to
to
start here,
begin?
but let's start with this is probably the biggest news for you. This is not big news for me almost at all. But there was a surprise Nintendo
Oh,
Direct,
hell yeah.
right? For the new
Yes.
Star Fox game.
Yeah,
Speaking of Star
this
Wars.
true, very, very similar. This was wild. This was I got a notification on Nintendo Today, the Nintendo calendar app that everyone has where you get updates and such. Pops up
That
15 minutes
everyone
until
has,
the
yeah.
Star Fox Direct starts. What are you talking about? This is at like 4:45 p.m. What? And there's obviously been rumors for months now that there was going to be a big Star Fox reveal in May after the movie, and then they delayed it a week to really get the guy that leaked it. They're like, oh, now no one will believe you. We leaked it we released it May 7th, not in April at all. So they really got his ass. But no, this is so it's another remake of Star Fox 64, which, a little disappointing. I'm hoping it leads into a new game eventually because it kind of brings people back to the world of Star Fox, especially after Mario Galaxy. And this is kind of a good. It's the one like really good Star Fox game that they've ever made. So it makes sense that it's like the one. So it makes sense to keep putting it together. I really like the designs. The designs are very controversial right now. I like them a lot. I think they're funny. I think they're silly and fun. The aesthetic of the game generally just looks really good. I mean, graphically it looks great, but I really like kind of the '80s sci-fi of it all. The interiors of the ships are very Star Wars, and I'm really excited for it. It comes out on only a month from now, which is incredible. Revealing a game like 6 weeks before release. Big fan of that. And yeah, man, I'm just really excited.
Yeah. Now, is this a Switch 2 exclusive one?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
Switch 2 exclusive. It's
Alright.
they're starting their new pricing with it, so it's a $50, which is pretty nice.
Whoa. 50
It might
bucks.
be. I think it's 60 if you get it physically. I think that's starting with this.
Okay. Interesting.
The
Slippy Toad looks great, though. Very
Slippy Toad.
slippy.
Oh my god, it's the slipperiest he's ever looked. He's glossy. He looks
He is
incredible.
he is shiny as hell.
He's so shiny.
It's a
Slippy
little
looks great.
off-putting.
And they're definitely putting Slippy and Peppy in the next Smash Bros. After this. I think Slippy's finally, which means you have to get into Smash Bros. Because
I
Slippy's
know,
going to
I
be
was just
there.
gonna say, if they put Slippy into the new Smash Brothers game, I will buy the new Smash Bros. Game, if it's on the Switch one. I'm not buying a whole
Hell
console
yeah.
for it, but
Oh, I definitely won't be on the Switch one.
well, I probably will not be there then. It
But
might be
you'll
a
play
while
as
till I
Slippy
get there.
when. Yeah, but you'll play as Slippy when you get.
Yeah. When I get a Switch 2, then I have to get the Smash Bros. And main Slippy Toad,
Hell yeah.
my goat.
Hell yeah. I'm very excited.
Speaking of our goats, your goat is announced is gonna be in a new TV show for Fox in January of 2027. They're doing a new Baywatch reboot, where they're blending, like, actors and social media stars together. So this one is the big trio is Stephen Amell, Noah Beck, your guy, and Livy Dunn.
Is Yeah, this is incredible. Really quick, is Livy Dunn the one that was with the Gronk guy?
Yeah, she was the one who got
That's
rizzed up by
I
Baby Gronk in
looked
Ohio.
up. I
Yes.
hear that one guy's voice. Breaking
Oh, yeah.
news. That's all
Livy
I
Dunn
heard that
just
name and
got
I was like,
rizzed up by Baby Gronk in Ohio. Oh, yeah, I forgot about
oh,
that. Livy Dunn, an
incredible. Oh
NJ
wait,
legend.
is she with Tom Brady? Is that
No, that is, what's her name? I think she's also from New Jersey. Alex
she is?
Earl, I believe.
Yes, she is from New Jersey because
Yes.
the whole story. Never mind. But I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Don't want to dox.
Yeah, so Alex Earl is the blonde woman from TikTok that's, rumored to be with Tom Brady, and
Mm,
Livy Dunn is dating a baseball player for the
baby
Pittsburgh
Gronk.
Pirates. No, I believe his name is Paul Skeens.
Is I need to just look up Baby Gronk really quick. I'm so
Baby
sorry.
Gronk is a child.
Is he an actual child? Okay, that's what I was thinking for a second.
Yeah.
He's
He's like his
700,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, his dad really, like, is kind of living the most vicariously anybody has ever lived through their child, and, like, he's been, like, posting him since he was, like, 6 or whatever, like, he's gonna be, like, the he already has
Oh my
D1
god.
offers from Ohio
M
State to play football, like, clearly
What is he
just
with him in
lying,
Ohio?
and
Meet
he,
and greet.
like
He's doing a meet and greet?
yeah, but if someone is paying to meet Baby Gronk, they've gotta be eliminated from
Yeah, I think
the gene
I
pool.
gotta agree with that one. What the
They
hell?
should they I should not my vote should not count the same as someone that pays to go to a meet and greet with Baby Gronk. That's how
He
I feel.
looks what is he in high school now? He looks older than Baby Gronk. Do they
Oh,
ever
he might
change
be
the
in
name?
well, he's Baby Gronk because Gronk was a football player that was he's 13 years old, apparently. He was
He's
born in
13, he's tall.
2012.
He's a
Yeah,
tall fucking kid, Jesus Christ.
crazy.
So
He's only
he'll be
13.
in Baywatch season 2.
Yeah. Yeah, once
Yeah,
yeah.
will you be tuning into Baywatch here?
God, no, but this seems like a great show to see clips of it on TikTok, and it's
Yeah.
just, like, the worst acting you've ever seen. I mean, Noah Beck, he wasn't the one that was on Attaway General, but this is very much giving Attaway General vibes of putting that was
Wait.
the Dixie D'Amelio show with her old
Yes.
boyfriend, Griffin something, and it was
Yes, okay,
like
this is Noah Beck. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yes. So I started getting the Noahs confused again, but I yes.
Yes. So, I don't know, I'm concerned, I'll say that.
Noah Beck is the one who said when asked if he would fight Mike Tyson, he was like, "My guy
My boy?
here? My
Yeah.
boy?" Of
That is a
course.
funny clip, though, so if you can pull something like that off in the new Baywatch. Also,
See
why are they so incessant on making Baywatch a thing again?
yeah, the 2017 movie is pretty fun. That's my only exposure to Baywatch. I don't
But
even know if
didn't,
it's
like, people
2017.
hate it?
Probably all the Baywatch fans, which is
But, like,
what even is that?
Baywatch premiered in 1989?
It's such like a thing. Like people like go
It only
I don't
ran for
know.
1 season?
Noah Beck's only in one episode
Of the new Baywatch?
of the new Baywatch. Livy Dunn is in 12. Stephen Amell's in 12. Stephen Amell, what are we doing, man?
That's the
Why are
only
we doing this?
job he got offered.
He was in the Suits LA.
Oh, well, that didn't work out for him, so now he's gotta
That
go
didn't work
back.
out. But
Bro, he's
what is
playing someone
he?
named Hobie Buchanan? It's kinda sick.
I really
Why
like
is
Stephen
Noah Beck
Amell.
only in 1 episode?
I
That's crazy. He's listed below someone who is credited as Parasailer number 1. Why was
maybe
he,
it's
like, a top name in the report?
is he a guest star? Maybe they don't want to spoil his larger role.
True. Maybe he's like, "I'm son of Baywatch."
I'm I'm Luke Baywatch. Sidelined. He's in all these sidelined stuff.
Oh, that's
Sidelined.
the
The
one where it's
QB
like,
and me.
"Relax, quarterback," or whatever. Have you heard that on TikTok?
No, I don't think I have. This
Oh,
is incredible stuff.
this is awesome. Shout out to Noah Beck. I mean, I haven't
Shout out.
locked into the sidelined are they Tubi originals?
Oh man. I hope they are. Maybe we gotta lock in.
How many sidelined movies have there been?
I think 3 just based off of his
That would make
IMDb
sense, that would
here.
make sense. Yeah, 3, wow. The 3rd and
He's
final
locked
installment,
in.
Sidelined 3, is currently in production for Tubi. Well, that's a bit confusing.
What's oh. Maybe that's why he's only in one episode of Baywatch. He's too busy with Sidelined. He had to
Mm.
sideline Baywatch, if you will.
Well, this'll excite you, it's confirmed as the finale of the Sidelined trilogy, and it's set in New York City 2 years after the 2nd film.
2
So
years,
that's
so we're
pretty
doing a
exciting.
time jump.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
that's interesting.
obviously, it's based off of a Wattpad story, of course.
Of course. That's interesting because the last one ended with him dying. So I guess that he gets revived in New
Yeah.
York City. Maybe the hand is there.
True. Maybe
They fold
that
sideline into the MCU like we've all been
maybe that
asking for.
that guy from Mortal Kombat 2 who they put in the movie just so he could
Ah,
revive
Quan
people is in
Chi.
there. Quan Chi.
That's true.
This is a look ahead for the when we talk about Mortal Kombat 2 later, by the way. It's gonna be a lot of me going, "The guy who does this," or whatever, and that's gonna be and I'm gonna need
I
a lot
got
of
you.
explanations, so
I got you. I'm excited to
I'm
dive into
glad.
the Mortal Kombat lore with you,
I can't
actually.
wait. I'm
I'm
so
excited
excited.
for because I'm curious. Okay, let's keep moving through the news here.
Yeah, let's move through with
Instead of
another TV show that's
Jesus.
gonna be a banger. Fast and Furious TV show is in the works at Peacock with Vin Diesel set to executive produce. So they said, "Vin, you get one more movie, and then we'll give you a TV show, and that's it." But
Yeah, and
Peacock does seem to be the place to have car-based franchise TV shows because Twisted Metal is a
isn't
big hit there.
this is 4 TV shows for Fast and Furious right now?
There's
Is
4
that what it
Fast
is?
and
I
Furious
think it's
TV shows?
4. Hold, maybe I'm wrong. I believe it's 4 Fast and Furious TV shows specifically.
I thought
They
this
didn't
was the
just
first one. What?
no, it is, but they announced 4 at once.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, there's an animated whoa. There's an
Oh, there
animated
is an
Fast and
animated one on
Furious one.
Netflix,
Fast
and
and
it does
Furious
I
Spy
believe Vin Diesel
Racers.
does cameo.
6 seasons?
Yeah, but it probably costs $15 until you have to get Vin Diesel to show up at the end, and then it's $15 million.
Wow. Oh, dude, I'm seeing a thumbnail for episode 8 of season 1, which came out in 2019, and I'm pretty sure that that's meant to be Vin Diesel, and it looks awesome. Gosh.
Oh shoot! Sorry, breaking news really quick. Aaron Paul has been cast in Fallout Season 3.
Oh! That's actually big.
That's huge. He's a big Fallout guy.
Is he? He's getting big
Yeah,
into the video
famously.
game space with, Dispatch last year.
Oh my god, Dispatch was so good. Dispatch
Where's
was so
Dispatch
good.
2? Baby Gronk set to star in the Fast and Furious TV show. It's a good note.
There's pictures of Aaron Paul at the New Vegas launch party. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, was he in one of the games? But no,
Oh.
he's like a genuinely big fan. That's
Oh,
incredible.
that's sick.
But yeah,
Shout
for let
out.
me I was trying to fact check my Fast and Furious claim. Let me do that really quick. I got distracted by
Yeah.
the
No, I
Aaron
mean, that's
Paul
worth
news.
getting distracted by. That's exciting. I
Yeah,
can't wait for Fallout, man.
4 new live action Fast and Furious TV shows are in the works at Peacock. Vin Diesel said, "We have realized that the fans have wanted more to expand the legacy
Oh, your
characters,
mic,
their story." So
I don't know what happened. For a second, it, like, switched to, like, your
uh,
AirPods.
I yeah, I was moving it. That's probably my bad. It's probably
Oh,
not as
I'm not hearing
sturdy. I was
anything now.
what? It
Oh,
says it's coming through.
now yeah, now it, like,
Are we
lit
back?
up. Yeah, it lit up, but nothing was
Oh,
coming through.
yeah, I moved my mic, so that's my bad.
Okay.
Um,
I was like, "Uh-oh."
did you hear Vin Diesel's quote?
No, I heard you say Vin Diesel, and then it cut out. He was too powerful.
He was too powerful. He was trying to censor us. For the last decade, we have realized that the fans have wanted more. They wanted us to expand the legacy characters and their stories. So I think they're going to Walking Dead it, and we're going to get like, it's going to end. Fast and Furious is going to end, and then we're going to get a spin off for every single character.
Hobbs and Shaw, but only TV shows now?
Yeah, literally, and
Oh
separate.
my
It's not
gosh.
going to be Hobbs and Shaw. It's going to be Hobbs, Shaw, whoever. Who does Vin Diesel even play anymore? I can't even think of it.
Dom Toretto?
Dom Toretto, of course. There's going to be the Toretto show. How they wouldn't even give him
Keeping
like
Up
a
with the
budget for
Torettos?
this. Keeping up with the Turtles, they wouldn't even give him a budget for the movie, and now they're doing 4 live action. Are these going to replace the movie?
Oh, that's no.
No way. I don't think it will.
I don't even know who the characters are in Fast and Furious.
So the Fast and Furious, there's the final. Okay, so there's also this is everything coming up in the Fast and Furious universe. Fast Forever, which is supposed to come out in 2028, another untitled Fast and Furious film, the untitled Hobbs and Shaw sequel, and the Fast and Furious female spinoff. And now we're also
Okay.
doing 4 shows. Unless they're probably folding some of those. But The Rock isn't going to be in a Hobbs and Shaw Peacock original.
I don't
He
know. If he
barely
gets a bad check, he'll do almost anything, I
True.
think.
But they barely got him back for the last. He only came back to the last Fast and Furious for the post-credit scene because Black Adam.
Mm. Well,
He came
Red One
crawling back.
flopped after that, and then
Yeah.
he's had some flops.
And then he was a
It,
real
it's
actor
all
for a
dependent on
bit.
how Jumanji 3 goes.
Yeah, and Moana,
Oh, true. So he's gonna have a hit this year,
big year.
maybe two.
Big year.
Um, yeah. Well, speaking of big year, probably the biggest movie of the year, Avengers: Doomsday. We got Alan Cumming. He loves just talking about everything in this movie, man. First, he's like,
He
"Yeah, I
really
was
does.
fighting Pedro Pascal. That was pretty sick." And then he's like, but he said it like in a Scottish accent, which I will not attempt.
Come on.
Um, and then he said that Doomsday includes a quote secret Avenger that they used a different name in the script, so he got confused. He said, "Who do you think it is?" Because I have my, uh, I mean,
I I'm very confident here. Boring answer. I think it's Chris Evans because back when it first started filming, they referred to the Chris Evans house as Luke Cage's house as like a distraction. Funny that they went for another Marvel character that also like just call it Ben's house or something. But yeah, it was Luke Cage's house, and I think he was probably Luke Cage in the script, is my guess. But I
uh,
also think that there's definitely plenty of other secret characters in this movie that he could also be talking about. But like it's Steve Rogers is like the main character of the movie. I'm sure he has to interact with Nightcrawler at some point because
right,
they're not giving him a full script. Like Eben Moss Backrack was just talking about how he got like his lines and a little bit and then nothing for like the ending, and he knew where he was but he didn't know why kind of thing. So I'd be shocked
right.
if like Alan Cumming got a script that included, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man who he never interacts with.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he said, there's the quote, "Sometimes there were secret names because they didn't want to reveal that a
Mm,
certain character was returning, so they called them something else in the script. It was so confusing." So that would make sense 'cause but then it's like then it's weird to go through all that just to have I mean, the marketing starts with Chris Evans is back. So it's like, were
true.
they planning on keeping it a secret and then it leaked, so they're like, "Alright, we'll just lean into it," or did the
Yeah,
box
because
office last year cause them to be like,
well, like it was like a week before Brave New World came out when Deadline reported that Chris Evans was back. So
"Hmm,
like, was that because normally when Deadline reports something, it's not a leak. It's the studio being like, "Hey, this is the news." So it's like,
mhm."
was that a genuine quote unquote leak? And they were like, "Oh, we have to reveal it now," or like maybe they wanted the first trailer to be a surprise, so they didn't want it to get out. Because didn't some guy just like walk around the set one day? He just took a bunch of pictures
Yeah,
on
there
the
was a guy."
set,
Yeah, that's right. Or
just
was that it? Or
wandering.
there was a guy who wanted to walk onto the set and he accidentally walked onto, like, the set for Loki or something? Or he
Oh,
walked
something
onto
like
the
that did
wrong
happen.
set
I think
and
both
he
things
got
happened.
maybe, yeah.
Incredible.
Just wandering around the set of Avengers: Doomsday. I took this to mean that, Scarlet Witch is gonna be back. That was my
Uh,
immediately just because I was like, Chris Evans was already revealed, so I wasn't even thinking of that as a possibility, but you saying that, I'm like, "Yeah, that would make sense why, he would feel like that's okay to say now, you know? Not that
yeah,
I honestly think he also just doesn't give a shit about, like, keeping it a
yeah,
secret. Like, he's not like, "Oh, I've gotta protect every secret." He's like, "Well, yeah, I was worked on this movie, here's what it was like working on the movie." But, so I was like, "Oh, maybe Scarlet Witch is back because you could see Nightcrawler having an interaction with her if it's, like, a different Scarlet Witch or whatever from a
totally.
different universe. We get the daughter of Magneto and everything.
That would be
It
incredible.
makes sense.
Or That would be absolutely incredible. And he did say characters plural. And obviously there's going to be a lot of surprises in this movie. It's like that's kind of the whole the whole
Right.
movie going to be, oh, look who's here. So like it makes sense that there would be a couple. I mean, Hugh Jackman is one that I would not be surprised to learn he's in the movie. We have all the classic X-Men. Why not throw him in there? I think there's that big rumor that he's in the opening or something with Tobey Maguire, but I don't even know how
Yeah.
true that is. I do think they're both in it though. I think Tobey is a layup. I'm becoming
Really?
increasingly confident that he's here. I think it's such a no-brainer to throw a Spider-Man in, and I think Tobey's the one to throw in, especially if Hugh Jackman's there. That's like, and like Sony has had the deal with Marvel to have they have like one more appearance pre the last contract, and we haven't seen Spider-Man in a Disney project since Endgame. That was the last time. So like I think a Spider-Man is going to be here. And then maybe all Spider-Men are going to be in the next one.
Hmm. I could see
The
that.
amount of money that No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine bring in, and then they're just not gonna put them in there. I could, oh man, I don't know.
But the thing is, like, it's gonna print money anyway,
Yeah,
just based off of it being an Avengers movie, and they already had to pay Robert Downey Jr. what, like $100 million for 2 movies, so you might have to cut some people out that you'd like to get in there to
yeah.
make it
That's
not cost
actually,
a billion.
yeah, that's true. And Robert Downey Jr., that's another one. Maybe Secret Wars, maybe not Doomsday. I guarantee you there's a three Spider-Man swinging esque shot with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I don't know what it'll be, but
Mhm.
like there's gonna be a big camera pan around. Maybe throw a Hulk in there. That's just like they gotta do
Ed
that.
Norton Hulk?
Ed Norton Hulk, who's a different guy, everyone says all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just was curious if you had any thoughts, but then you had a very reasonable answer to to it being Chris Evans that I just hadn't considered. Oh,
I know it's such a boring. It's so boring, and I just remember when it was Luke Cage in the script, and everyone was like, "It's not there." It was like everything was Luke Cage, and it was like, "Why is Luke Cage doing everything in this movie?" It was like
that
Luke
is
Cage's house on the map, and Luke Cage and Luke Cage. Everyone was like, "The Defenders are leading Avengers Doomsday," and it's like
yeah,
Luke Cage's family.
like, they thought that it would be like people would be like, "Oh my god, Luke Cage is back." Like, they thought that would be, like, a big enough sell to distract,
Yeah,
but
I'm
instead everyone's just
fascinated.
like, "That's not true. We know that's not true."
Yeah, and I love the idea of them like someone on set learning that RDJ is Doctor Doom, and then being like, "Oh, I'm going to meet Luke Cage," and then seeing Chris Evans and being like, "Wow, they're really going for it with the castings here. This is a really interesting pick."
Well, then they'd probably be, like, a little relieved, though, when they saw that it was Chris Evans, and they're like, "Alright, well, they didn't do anything too crazy in the makeup trailer, so maybe, like it's still bad, but it's not as bad as it could have been."
It could have been a lot worse. Oh, that's so
Ugh.
funny. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other characters. Hulk, I think, would be a no-brainer to have in here in some capacity. I mean, you have so many different characters that you could throw in. And the fact that Alan Cumming specifically says returning. So, I mean, hey, maybe Black Widow is in this in some capacity. Maybe, do we know anything about Hawkeye? Have we heard about Hawkeye at all? I don't think.
No, but I actually recently saw a video breaking down Jeremy Renner's accident, with his snowplow. How is that guy alive, dude?
It's,
I didn't realize that he got fully, like, run over by a giant snowplow.
I think I've seen is it like a 3D animation video
Yes,
of
yeah,
what happened and the eyes and
yeah,
everything?
yep.
Dude, it's it's crazy that he survived. It's crazier that he was like walking less than a year later, and now he's like in things and pretty much back to normal. Like that's actually
Yeah,
crazy. Like he got I don't even know. Lucky's not even, and he saved his nephew. Like that's crazy. That's
yeah.
sick. That's like my god, dude. The fact he survived that
Oh.
is so insane. Good on him. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Like, I just
crazy.
remember, like, "Oh, yeah, he got hit by a snowplow." I was like, "Oh, yeah," like, it probably ran over part of him. I didn't realize it ran over his full body, like, the way that animation showed, I was like, "There's no way that this dude should be alive right now." That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm looking at a video now of him lifting, and he looks like genuinely, I wouldn't think anything ever happened to him.
Yeah.
It looks like he oh my god.
Shout out to his medical team.
Yeah, really.
Shout out to the
14,000
doctors.
pound snowmobile.
Yeah, and he just tanked it.
He just tanked I wouldn't be shocked if he's in Doomsday for a bit. He could show
Yeah,
up. I mean, yeah, there's so
him
many
and Kate Bishop.
him and throw him and Kate Bishop in there. Well, Miss Marvel might be there. We kind of seemed like there was some when they were
Mhm.
promoting Animal Farm, Amon Villani and Andy Serkis were like teeing up Doomsday a little bit, and it was something. It was like Andy Serkis like turned to her and was like, "Oh yeah, and how was Avengers Doomsday?" And she was like, "Shh,"
Mm,
which could be. And then later on, she was like, "Simu Liu told me all this stuff about it," and she was like, "It's so exciting." So
yeah,
I don't know. We know
interesting.
Cassie Lang is there. We know that they're supposedly doing Young Avengers one day, and the clock is ticking.
I've been
It would make
waiting for
sense.
Young Avengers for, I feel like, half my life now.
Legitimately, yeah. It's been like 7 years
Like
since we were like teeing it up.
like, I went out and got the Young Avengers comics, I read them because I was like, "Oh, we're getting this, like, in the next, like, year or 2. I gotta be like, this is gonna be the one that I'm like, I've read the comics on, and now I'm seeing the movie." And they trolled me. They made I read the comics, and they're like, "Nah, we're actually good. We don't wanna do that anymore." So, joke's on me. Um, we also got speaking of jokes on me, this was a big joke. They announced that a new Planet of the Apes movie is in the works from Matt Shackman, who did Fantastic Four, a famously apeless movie.
True.
And
Was
then the
yeah,
joke
it's
is
the
that
Apes.
it's not a sequel to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which
Yeah.
ends directly setting up a sequel.
It's the wording is interesting. The initial report directly said it's not a continuation of Kingdom, and then a producer on both Kingdom and this upcoming one tweeted and was like, "Depends on what you mean by a continuation." So it's like I'm
Oh,
guessing we're not following Noah, I think his name was from the last one, but like we still might
yeah,
be dealing with kind of the events because that movie does set up end with like a pretty big swing. The humans
and
living
an
in underground
exciting one.
bunkers. Yeah, totally. And I like those characters a lot. I mean, the movie did fine. Like it didn't make much money, but I guess it's a pretty expensive project. You gotta
Mhm.
really you gotta go big with it, I guess. But I don't know. I'm a little disappointed that we're not following Noah, and it's not a great sign. I can't remember any of the other characters' names when I'm saying
Well,
it's a shame we're not. Proximus
here's
Caesar,
mhm,
he's
that would
dead,
be
I
sick.
think.
But it could be a Proximus Caesar prequel of him setting up
Oh,
his little colony. Or here's what would be sick. This is like it's gonna sound like the Patton Oswalt bit from Parks and Rec that they turned into reality with like, we open on the Sarlacc pit and it's the gloved Mandalorian armor of you know, this is Book of Raka, the orangutan for the movie. He didn't die in that river. He's alive, and the movie's gonna be him getting back to Noah while whatever with the humans is going on. Because
that would
Raka
actually be
was
sick.
the best character in that movie. He was just this sick, chill ass orangutan. I would love to follow him for a whole movie.
That would be awesome. And they definitely, I mean, we never saw his body, so like he left the story, but it seemed like he probably could have been fine.
Mhm.
Absolutely. That's yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited we're getting more Planet of the Apes, I guess. Like I really love this franchise. Before the last one came out, I watched all of them, like every single one, and dude, they're really fun. Even the bad ones are fun. I love I think it's Escape from the Planet of the Apes where it's like the opposite and it's two of the apes from the ape timeline going back in time and they're in like human world and it's like this brutal dire devastating little movie. And it's like I just love when they're doing kind of like the experimental stuff. And I think this next one is probably a spaceman. Like I think it's probably going to be
Mm,
heading into the start of the Planet of the Apes that we all know. I think it's gonna. They've teed it up a lot over the years with the Reeves trilogy. There's always focusing on different astronauts. In the last movie, there was like a telescope and a mural of an astronaut. I think it makes sense to kind of. I bet the next one ends with the guy landing, and he's like,
mm,
"Oh,
interesting. That would be pretty
I
sick.
don't know if that's what I want, but
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I'm down for more apes.
yeah,
Every Planet of the Apes movie I've seen has been good. I've only seen the original one and the Reeves trilogy and Kingdom. I do have
those are all the
the
ones you really
I I do have the box set. Well, not a box set, but I have all of them on Blu-ray. So
so sick.
I'll have to hit a apes marathon one day.
Hell yeah. This does also I've been saying for a while, and I think I'm the only one that thinks this still, that we're not getting a Fantastic Four sequel and it's gonna be a reboot after Avengers stuff. And Matt Shackman's leaving to go do that. Well, also West Ball's busy with Zelda for probably the next decade. I'm sure they're gonna pump out a bunch of them. So it makes sense
Mhm.
he's not coming back, but it's an interesting pick.
Yeah. It could be fun though. I think visually Fantastic Four looked really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we know who's writing the new Planet of the Apes movie or not yet?
I want to say it's what's his name, Mattson Tomlin from the Batman, but I might be making that up.
Oh.
I might
Oh.
be making that up. He did he do? Oh well, no. I'm probably just thinking because he did some of the trilogy, probably.
Yeah, he's just a big Matt Reeves guy.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking.
It says writer Josh Friedman, who Emmett, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
Josh Friedman's previous work, I mean, he wrote Fantastic Four: First Steps. He worked on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes as well.
Oh, cool.
He wrote War of the Worlds, 2005, not the new one.
Oh,
He
good.
wrote Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He has a story by credit for Avatar: Fire and Ash
Oh
and Way
yeah,
of
I
Water,
think he is an Avatar guy. I remember seeing that when this news came out.
Terminator: Dark Fate, and
Oh
Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. He developed
no,
and wrote.
no way! How is this coming back up?
That's crazy. I never heard of this show, and now it's come up.
No way! That's insane.
So I just got given those a loose set of like 200 DVDs, including 3 DVDs for the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and now it's come back immediately.
Oh my god.
So now I have an excuse to watch it. I got to see how good Josh Friedman's pen is.
I can't. That's insane. I've never heard of that in my life, and now back-to-back weeks.
I know, nuts. What are the odds?
My god.
uh,
But
Speaking of nuts, we had our first look at The Batman 2
nice.
with the camera test posted by Matt Reeves. You're just talking about him for Planet of the Apes, but it's just a test footage of the Batmobile in the snow. So, and that's it. That was all. It's just like two, like not even high quality pictures of the Batmobile. It's like a semi blurry picture of it's a picture of a screen, 2 screens with the blurry picture of the Batmobile, and it sent Twitter into a frenzy the whole day.
Like 9 million views on this tweet, the hundreds of thousands of likes. The motion that Matt Reeves, specifically with the Batman stuff, has is unreal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like when they posted that the script was done, and it's just
Oh,
like, "It's
yeah.
complete," and it blew up. That's why it's like, "James, you gotta just fold this in. There's no way you can top this." Like, you're telling me you're gonna try and top this with Brandon Sklenar Batman? Get real. And he's, like, trying to cope because they announced Greg Matola is, like, the top candidate for a Bane and someone else movie.
Deathstroke.
Bane and
Yeah.
Deathstroke, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Batman thing in the DCU is so it's not good. It's not good whatever's going on over there. We gotta get a Batman thing. We're doing Bane and Deathstroke. Clayface I have no issue with. I don't mind that they're doing a Bane and Deathstroke thing. Sure, it could be fun. But like, where's Batman, man? Where's Wonder Woman? I know they're fast tracking Wonder Woman, but like we just gotta let's get the heavy hitters, you know? Batman
Mhm.
especially. He's never happening. We're never gonna get a DCU Batman movie until
No.
the Reeve stuff is done, which is also never gonna happen. So it's just
Yeah.
this endless, unstoppable force meets an immovable object. At least do like I don't know. I'll do a Nightwing movie and throw Batman in it. Like we need some movement.
Yeah.
Give me
Well,
something.
they said that
Or merge
the
them.
merge them. That's my vote. But they
Even
said that
better.
the DCU Batman is not gonna come out in the same year as the Reeves Batman. So the earliest we're gonna get a DCU Batman movie would be 2028.
It's not going to come out in the same decade as the Reeves Batman
Yeah.
movie. It's not going to come out in the same century. We're not doing it. It's not real. It's not a real movie. I think everyone has to stop acting like Batman the Brave and the Bold is anything. It's not a thing. It's just he threw it up there on a slate 4 years ago in a reveal, and the
With the
end. Like it's
Authority
not
movie, by the
happening.
way.
Which the with the Authority movie, we're not getting a Batman Brave and whatever beyond Brave and
Brave
Bold.
and the
It's just
Bold.
not happening.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
Well, there was a report a week or 2 ago that a DCU movie was, like, canceled, like, that was a part of that
Mm,
initial slate. I mean, it, like, was the Authority movie for sure, but,
yeah.
like, I don't know, maybe the Authority is still happening and Batman's gonna come through or not come
Yeah,
through. It's gonna get
I
canceled, and Batman's
yeah.
gonna run.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. I think there's a couple that have probably been canceled from that initial slate that we just haven't heard about yet. Because it's, I mean, that slate came out at a different time in this whole medium. Like, we're not in the world where Guardians of the Galaxy comes out, the first one comes out and makes $1 billion, or we do a $1 billion Suicide Squad movie. Like, you gotta regain the public. I mean, Superman again. We always talk about this. It did very well, but it made like $650 million. Like Devil Wears Prada 2 is probably gonna cross it. Like it's not like this. It did well. It did good, but like it's not this huge, massive thing that everyone was super into. Hopefully, streaming numbers and everything, and it builds in the next one. But like, we need the big guns.
Yeah, but it's interesting over there.
It
But, yeah,
is.
the Batman 2 looks I mean, I can't really say that it looks awesome, it's just the Batman, just going
Snowy
off of the first
Gotham.
one is so good. Yeah, in the snow, and there was someone that tweeted out like, "Oh, I've always wanted a Batman, like, bloody in the snow," and then Matt Reeves is basically like, "Well, you're gonna get it, schmuck, so buckle up."
It's so sick. And I mean, back to Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes, another Matt Reeves movie, all in the snow, and it looks gorgeous the whole time.
Mhm.
I'm beyond excited about this. I'm a little personally don't love that we're picking up like a couple weeks after the Penguin, and this whole thing is gonna be like 2 months. But like I
Is
see what
that
they're
still the
going
case?
for. I believe that's still the case. I mean, I haven't heard anything different. They could have changed, but I don't know. It's not what I like. I like the idea of skipping ahead a year and seeing where this Batman's at instead of like tracking him this closely throughout, especially as like an inexperienced Batman. I think it'd be. I mean, we did a similar thing with Batman Begins in the Dark Knight, so it's not that like insane. But
Mhm.
Pattinson's like 39. He's older than Bale was for Dark Knight Rises. That's crazy. And he's a year two
Dang.
Batman.
But he looks awesome while doing
He
it.
looks great.
When he posts the first look at the new Batman suit for 2, I can't even
It's gonna go
imagine.
nuclear. It really is incredible that next year we're getting a Batman, a Superman, and a Spider-Man movie. And like those are just the big three. We're also getting an
And
Avengers
Avengers.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're getting an Avengers movie. We're getting Man, oh wait, no, I think that's pretty much it. But what a year. That's
yeah.
incredible. And Zelda. I'm kind of just trying to sneak that one in there as a
That's a big
just
sneak for
personally.
sure. That's a pretty big sneak. I don't know if I'll allow that. The West Bell Zelda movie, I don't know if that's on the same tier as the Batman 2 for me, but to each their own.
Spider-Verse, Man of Tomorrow, and the Batman Part 2, all in a year.
Mm.
Wow.
Well, speaking of Men of Tomorrow, we got a first look at, Matthew Lillard on set.
Yeah.
I saw a thing that I thought was real until only about, like, 20 minutes before
Discussing fish.
we hopped on. Yeah, I got
They
discussing
got
fish
me.
pretty badly.
They got me with this one.
They
Oh,
said
I'm
he was
so upset
playing
about it.
Jay Garrick Flash, and I was like, "Oh, that's exciting, I'm sure Emmett will be into that," and then I found out only 20 minutes before we started that it was fake.
I've never been fished before like that. It had like 80,000 likes. I was like, wow, this is. And then I realized I didn't have to check. Oh, this one hurt. This one really hurt. It really did. But I'm excited that Matthew Lillard is joining this. I let him be a fun guy, you know? Like, I don't
Yeah.
want him to be an Argus agent or like a Daily Planet reporter. Like, could throw him in, make him Jay Garrick. We don't need Mr. Charles, but DC this
He's
time,
gonna
you
be
know?
Mr. Charles, the
This
same guy.
he
It's
honestly
Mr.
probably
Charles
is.
again.
That would be
Like,
incredible if that's just a random crossover.
yeah,
It's never explained. He just shows up, they call him Mr. Charles. He alludes to knowing
Bullseye?
something. Yeah, exactly. Bullseye's there too.
Like, someone, like,
That's
tries to throw, like they crumple up a piece of paper and miss throwing it in the garbage can. He's like, "I know a guy that wouldn't have missed that." And we
yeah,
know he's talking about Bullseye, but everyone else is like, "What are you talking about?" And
that's
then he hops
dude,
into
that would be
Universe Hopper 3000.
oh my and then he's animated in Spider-Verse, and then he's in the Reeves Batman just Mr.
Yeah.
Charles. Yeah, who would you like to see Matthew Lillard be? Do you have anyone in mind that's like
No, didn't have anyone in mind until I saw the Jay Garrick Flash, and I was like, "Alright, that's it." But I literally
yeah,
put 0 thought into it. He's gonna end up just being a guy like Sal Saperstein or whatever, where he's like Lex Luthor's, like, new guy.
Sal
Like,
Saperstein?
isn't that the guy? Who
The
is it?
guy from
Hang
the
on.
studio?
Oh, no, yeah, I'm thinking of the wrong guy. What's the guy from Superman where he's got, like, the mustache and he was
Otis?
in Peacemaker? No,
Oh,
not
Sidney
Otis.
Blackheart.
Yeah. What the hell?
Um,
Sal Saperstein, okay.
Sal
That's kinda close.
I was just rolling with it, and then you said it again, and I was like, "Wait, Sal Saperstein?"
Oh, no, Sydney Happerstein. Okay, I'm not that far off. I feel less bad
Oh,
about that.
that's good.
The guy
That's
he's
so
played by
funny.
Stephen Blackheart.
Oh, so I combined the character and the actor, first name and last name, and I got there.
Alright, we're both all over the place. We gotta wrap it up. The news is affecting us too much this week. We're losing it. Hey, is there anyone that you want him to play other than Jay Garrick? Had you thought
I
about it
think
or
I
no?
mean, James Gunn wanted him to they, like, pitched a Plastic Man movie way back in the day when they were doing Scooby Doo. It'd be fun. He's aged up a bit, but like Ben Schwartz would be the perfect Plastic Man. So I'm kind of okay
Mm.
if he's not. Jay Garrick would be fun. My hope is that he's just some hero or villain or something. I'd just like to see him wear a silly little suit. Shaggy is DCU canon. That was in Creature Commandos. So maybe.
I would say that I would buy that stock, but he's, in the first look, he's wearing a full suit.
Yeah.
Or not a
Just to
full suit,
throw
but
us
he's got like a
off. He's
maybe.
he's probably an Argus guy. He's probably just
Yeah.
some sort of guy, maybe a Lex guy. Just
Rick Flag Sr.'s brother.
oh, Rick Flag Senior the third. In another world, he would have been a fun Brainiac.
Oh.
That
I
would have
don't
been a
I
wacky kind
I don't
of.
know if I could picture him as Brainiac. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's fair. That's fair.
But he is a goofy guy.
I'm trying to,
But
yeah,
that's kind of it for our news. So I guess we can follow Mr. Charles through the universe hopper, and
the
talk about
dream.
Daredevil Born Again season 2 from we'll follow him from Man of Tomorrow.
Oh, someone just had a great point.
Uh-oh.
He would be an incredible toy man as like the opening villain that Superman and Supergirl have to like team up and fight or something. Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Mm,
Just a goofy, silly little guy. That would be fun. That's my pick.
interesting. Winslow Shot?
Oh, Ted Cord. He would be a good Ted Cord.
Ooh.
I don't think we're getting him in this movie though. Commissioner Gordon. It's an interesting.
What if he's Mr. Mixplit?
Oh, Mr. Mixoplixik. That'd be fun. The question would be fun. Yeah, interesting. He's plenty of
Wh-
options.
What if he's playing Impossible Man?
Impossible,
Or
man. I don't even
I don't
know
know. I'm
that.
just looking through all these different ones that are coming up here. What if he's
Oh
playing
my god.
Thought Robot?
Thought Robot. Impossible Man is insane looking.
Yeah,
Wait, is this a Fantastic Four villain?
I have no idea. It could be. Yeah, I
I
think so.
think he is.
It's just what like came up when I clicked on Mr. Mixaplit.
Oh, that's really funny. Should we move on
Oh,
to
yes,
the things that came out?
yes. We're gonna talk about Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Hell yeah.
So first of all, what did you think about this season overall compared to?
Overall, liked it a lot more than the last season for sure.
Mhm.
If I was ranking all of them, it would probably be like below season 3 of the Netflix show, season 1 of the Netflix show, but probably above season 2 of the Netflix show, and Born Again season 1's probably at the bottom. They still definitely had a lot of baggage from that past show, especially in those first couple episodes, but all in all, I really enjoyed it quite a bit. It doesn't the highs are like equal to the Netflix show. Like it has some really incredible moments, specifically in the finale that I'm sure we'll talk about. I thought the fight scenes were a lot better. I really like seeing Kingpin slowly just season 1 was all about him ascending, and now we're just seeing him slowly but surely lose it. I think they were able to repurpose some of those season 1 characters into like really genuinely interesting characters like Buck and Daniel, who I really didn't. I always liked Daniel, but I didn't. I wouldn't have said that he was like one of my favorite characters, but really enjoyed him this season, and that kind of happened across the board. What about you? What did you think?
Yeah, I liked it a lot more than season 1. Season 1 I thought was fine, but it was very
Yeah,
forgettable. Like if you
yeah.
I couldn't tell you 5 things that happened in season 1, I don't think. Um, but this it was great. There's way more Bullseye, which is
Best guy
always
in the
good.
world, dude.
He's amazing. I can't wait to see him in Thunderbolts 2 when it
So
Val
true.
has a new Thunderbolts team to beat up on the old one.
So
Um,
sick.
yeah, it was really good. I liked, like I said, a lot of the Bullseye stuff. The scene of him in the diner, I think, is still my favorite scene of the movie. I thought the finale was good. It had a lot of fun moments that I was a fan of. I mean that the whole courtroom stuff was really great. I kind of lost me a bit with the whole January 6th woke edition where they're like, we're going to kill Kingpin. And I texted you this because I was like, Daredevil's got to just let him kill him. I know he's like, I can't do it, but it's like, it's got to be a loophole in there somewhere where, like, if an angry mob storms the capital of New York City, they get to do it. I'm not going to stop them. I
Yeah.
can't interfere. It's
Nothing's
like,
as egregious as him taking a bullet for him in the last season. That is
yeah,
like, come on, man. I get what you're going for. You don't have to be taking a bullet for him. You could have died.
yeah. But I do
Although I
like
do
that
think
that like played into season 2 a bit
meets
with
that.
him taking the bullet. That was really
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's one of the earlier episodes where they're talking about that event and you can see Kingpin slowly put together the idea that like he can also put out a missing persons for Matt Murdock, who's a hero, versus and then Matt uses that to his advantage at the end where he's like, would you consider me a hero? And then it all just
yeah.
really enjoyed all that. Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox are genuinely. I mean, I'm so glad that we've gotten to live with these characters for over a decade now. Like they are just so incredible.
Yeah, they're really good. And Charlie Cox was really good in this season as well. I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep going back to Bullseye because that's my goat. But the scene when Bullseye has his neighbor like at gunpoint and he's talking about Foggy, that I think was my favorite moment of Charlie Cox's performance in the season. Just
Yeah,
every time I see the clip, it cracks me up where he's like, "Don't you bring him up."
yeah, yeah, and
Oh,
that whole
so good.
sequence. There's a point where like Matt Murdock during that sequence is like chuckling because it's just like this situation is insane that he has to like do this. And Bullseye probably my favorite moment in the whole season, maybe. I can never commit to anything, but probably my favorite bit in the whole. I think it was episode 4 or 5 where you have Matt and Bullseye kind of on the run together after Bullseye killed Vanessa, and they get to the church, and Matt's like, I have to leave him. Like, I can't. There's nothing I can do. Bullseye's like begging him to just let him die, and then Matt leaves him, and then you get that flashback to Foggy and Matt talking, and this is like pre Daredevil season 1. Even it takes place before that, and it's the first time we've seen Foggy, and it's just he's just the best guy ever, and his advice that happened back then is what gets Matt to go save Bullseye, who killed him, and it's just like that moment where he reaches his hand out is just spectacular, and it really felt like that episode really felt like what finally bridged the Netflix version of this show and the Disney version of this show, and I think they handled it really well. We even have Buck pop up in the Netflix events, and that scene with him and Wesley and the colors kind of merge into one. Like, I really think that episode solidified in my head, like, this is, I get it, I see what we're doing now, and I really just love that bit with Bullseye and Foggy.
Yeah. I think they did a really good job of, like, connecting it to the original show and, like, kind of morphing it into the new story that they're trying to tell. And just, like, everything they did with that. I like that it was like, "Oh, well, anytime Kingpin had someone killed, it was actually Buck this whole time."
Yeah.
Like, that's a fun retcon to put in there. And then it's like, just everything
Yeah.
they did to combine it. And now it feels like with the next season that they're gonna be able to, like, fully kinda tell their story. And, like, they got to do more in the second half of this season, but it feels like now we're gonna get a full season of what they wanna do with the characters instead of having to clean up the last group's mess.
Totally. And man, I really wish there was a world where they just scrapped that first season and started fresh and just really, because I do think, unfortunately, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the viewer numbers, and it's really not good for season 2 and season 3. If I were a betting man, it's probably the last season, which I'm already starting to come to terms with. But I think that first season lost a lot of people, and I'm hoping they hear about how good season 2 is and they check it out now that it's all out. But man, what a world this could be if that first season. What the fuck were they doing originally with that first season? Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna kill Foggy and Karen off screen, and then I can't even talk about it. I'm gonna get too angry. But like, just scrap. I get why they didn't scrap it, obviously, but if only, if only.
Yeah. I mean, the cost that it would have taken
Yeah,
to just fully reshoot would have been immense, but
yeah,
and they ended up
it's
with
not
something that was
realistic.
fine, but it was, like, just such a severe drop off from the Netflix show that it's like, people that watched the Netflix show and came back for Born Again were like, that was not that good. I'm not
Yeah.
going back for season 2."
Yeah,
So,
and after waiting so many years, there's a lot of other factors into that season 2 number. I mean, it's not, you can't blame it on one thing. There's it came out at a time where there's like 8 superhero shows a week, and
yeah, it's true.
it's stupid to have it on Disney Plus in the first place. They should probably just toss it on Hulu because that's what the adults have, and you have to turn on like a TV mature setting in your account profile just to see that it exists in the first place. Like, there's so
Mhm.
much going on with that. So I get, well, like, who knows? And it doesn't have a huge budget, so it might be fine.
Yeah. I think yeah, I mean, we'll see, and also I think this is gonna get a little bit into where we think just the character Daredevil is gonna be in the
Mm,
future of the MCU, like, in season 3 and potentially even Spider-Man. Because if he's in Spider-Man, I think that would be a big boost for the show too. People be
yeah.
like, "Oh," like, seeing Daredevil in an action scene, obviously, he was in No Way Home. Well, Daredevil wasn't, but a really good lawyer was. And so I think and we see the Hand, and it looks like Spider-Man is in a prison fighting the Hand, and we know how
Yeah.
this season ends up with,
I don't think it's happening.
you
I
don't?
really don't. I really truly don't. I
Interest
After the finale, it seems like everyone was like fully on board. I became so much less sure that it was going to happen. Like, I truly don't think Daredevil or Matt Murdock. Like, I don't think there's going to be anything. I hope I'm wrong because it would be awesome to see him in the prison. And it lines up. Punisher's in the movie. The Hand is in prison with Spider-Man, and he's like, makes total sense. I just don't. I don't think it's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong.
Is it just a gut feeling, or is there something that you're like is making you think
There's nothing that's really driving me to think that, like, externally. It's just, I think it's too big of a, because okay, here's the thing. You do it, right? You have Matt Murdock be in prison in Spider-Man, and like he's there for the scene and then it's over. Like they're not gonna have him. They're not gonna have Spider-Man break him out of prison between seasons, and then you're doing the
Right.
Mando in the Book of Boba Fett type thing. Even though everyone will probably see Spider-Man anyway that watches Daredevil, but it's like, or you do a scene where Spider-Man sees him in prison and he's like, "Oh hey," and like what is that? Like where? What is the? I would love an Injustice style sequence where Spider-Man's like, "Say the word and I'll break you out of here right now." And then Daredevil's like, "No, I have to be here. It's justice or whatever." And then he won't leave because I just think that's like a fun dynamic. But what do you think?
Well, they could do what they did in the Batman and with the Joker, and just have him in
Mm,
prison, and he's like, "I need help." Well, I had that really good lawyer that one time, and now I know that he's Daredevil because he just announced it on TV.
yeah,
Let me go ask
that's,
him for some help, and then the
if
Hand is there,
he,
like keeping him in prison or whatever.
yeah,
He's got to
it
fight them
is
to get out.
the Hand being there for the first time in like a decade after they were gone, and it is there's something to it for sure. I get it. I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it happening. I hope it would be really sick. I don't know how it would fit into the plot too to be like, oh, remember when Daredevil
Yeah.
got arrested at the end of season 2 of Born Again, and now he's in like, I don't know how you squeeze that in.
I guess
You don't
because it's
have
like
to explain,
there was
but
the anti-vigilante force thing, and that's why he's in prison, and it seems like the Department of Damage Control is, like, hunting a
mm,
mutant or whatever, and they're like, "No, anti-mutant," so it could be, like, shifting from vigilante to mutant kind of
true,
thing, and the
true.
similarities in that. I don't know
I
how you tie that in to make it worth putting a scene in there or
I I'm willing to. I think we have. I bet we get some sort of reference to the events of Daredevil in some capacity. If I was a betting man, I'd say in that opening montage we see Spider-Man taking down some of those anti-vigilante task force guys, like webbing them up or something, and then we just move on to like the Void or something, and we kind of move through what's been going on in New York the last 4 years. Outside of that, I don't know. I'd love to be wrong. Maybe even there's a scene in the montage where you see the Daredevil suit and Spider-Man, and he's like, "I teamed up with this guy." Like, I don't know.
Mm,
Punisher will probably mention him at the very least.
yeah. Yeah,
If
well, you're
Daredevil
my
isn't,
second favorite red hero
yeah,
in New York, whatever.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I can't call you Red. That's already taken. It'll be literally something like that.
Yeah,
But if Matt Murdock is there in prison, they're not like, I guarantee you Spider-Man's like, I know a wizard that could help. Like they're just not gonna not take the bait on trying
yeah.
to make a joke about his identity, which could be funny. It's just like the idea of Daredevil and Doctor Strange coexisting is just always a funny thought.
Yeah, that is kind of funny just picturing, Benedict Cumberbatch showing up in season 3 of Born Again.
That's what I in another world where this stuff just happened, it would be so funny to see the anti-vigilante task force guys try and like raid the Sanctum Sanctorum and like
Yeah.
because surely like what do they do? That would be an incredible bit. Them
Just
trying to
getting
get Doctor
womboed by
Strange.
Wong.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Or like Hulk. Like it's so funny how they're clearly only after the people that like the I guess
yeah.
vigilantes, not the but like how is Bruce Banner's working at a college in New York
Yeah, well, now he's got it regulated, and, I mean, it seems like
and
we
nothing
might
could
get
ever
actual
go
Hulk
wrong?
again. Yeah,
We are so close to Brand New Day. It's actually wild. Like
it
a
is,
month and a
yeah,
half out. That's insane.
that is. And we still only
Time.
have that one trailer and the first 3 pages of the script with some marketing notes written on it.
Yeah,
Uh, I
that's
will say one
crazy.
more thing on Born Again. I thought one of the weaker parts of the season to me was the inclusion of Jessica Jones. She was
Mm,
in, like, basically all of the marketing leading up to it. It was like, "Jessica Jones is back," and she just served 0 real purpose in the story, really. Like, she didn't add
yeah.
anything. It was just showed up and it was like, "Oh, it's Jessica Jones," and then she, like, meets with him on a rooftop, and she's like, "Oh, I'm Jessica Jones. I don't have my powers right now, though, so I can't really do much, but, I'm here and this affects me too, so that's why I'm here."
Mm.
But it does
Yeah.
end in a way setting it up more for season 3.
Yeah, that's fair. She's definitely underused, especially related to the marketing. I liked her role in this season because it really feels like this is a thing that happens. Like it's Daredevil and they're teaming up really quick, and then it's like this is like a living, breathing world where they know each other and they reach out and they meet up. And she's got a kid now, and her and Luke Cage, and like all this stuff has happened since we last saw her in like what 2018, 2019. It's not like she's seeing Daredevil again and she's like, "Oh, you're alive." Because like they haven't seen each other since Defenders. It's like just this nice connection thing. But yeah, she doesn't do much in the season,
Yeah.
undeniably.
I think it would have been I would have been more fine with it if she just showed up, like, once or twice or whatever and was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hey, like,
Or
Matt," like and, like, they established, like, yeah, these people have been in contact with each other. It's not
yeah.
like once the shows ended, they stopped seeing each other. But
Yeah.
just the fact that and it wouldn't have been as bad if, like, the marketing wasn't it felt like a lot of the marketing was built around, "See Jessica Jones back," and then you had to wait, like, a month
Yeah.
for her to even show up, and
Yeah,
then
definitely.
yeah, but that was
Excited for the
really
future.
my biggest, like, weakness of the season, but
Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't know my biggest weakness. It's probably yeah, I don't know. My honestly, my biggest criticism is the most annoying criticism that I always hate when people say it, but I do feel it for this season, which is just like, where's Spider-Man? Where's the new Avengers? Like, I hate when people say that because that's not how any of this works. But this season specifically, I was like, all right, we're like, where is Spider-Man though? All of a sudden, I'm like fully on
he's
board
got
with
other
the.
stuff going on.
I know, but what? What is more? Even Punisher, I'm like, where's Punisher? Which I know we're gonna find out, but it's like
He's
you're
doing
telling
one
me
last kill.
yeah, one line he's off doing his last kill. Where's Bucky? Like, he's cool. Whatever. I can't.
He's
It's
running for
that's just me
re-election
being.
or something.
uh,
Remember when they made Bucky a congressperson, and then they were like, "Oh, he actually sucks at his job," and he's
yeah,
done.
that was an
What an
interesting
interesting choice.
little arc. They tee it up in Captain America too. They're like, oh, he's going to be a congressman, and then he is for like
Yeah,
45 minutes.
and the best scene in that movie because it's 2 actors that have chemistry together that we like watching together.
Pretty much the only scene I can think of off the top of my head. That and him surfing on the thing.
I can also think of
What
when
movie?
they're on the boat and you can clearly see, whatever her name is, her
Tiamat?
suit underneath her
Oh, Captain Israel.
yeah, Captain Israel. You can see her Captain Israel outfit underneath her
Yeah,
jacket, and she never gets to take it
she
off.
never takes it. God, what an incredible movie.
Oh, it's
I
definitely a
hate that
movie.
movie. It might honestly be my least favorite MCU movie. Like it might
Really?
be down there for
There's
me.
no
On
way.
least favorite, I think I like all Quantumania is pretty low, but I'd throw Quantumania on before I threw Brave New World on, genuinely.
That's interesting because I think that Quantumania is, like, easily the worst one, but when you
Yeah.
phrase it like, "Which one would I rather put on?" I probably would rather put on Quantumania. I have it this is not a
I've
complete ranking. I don't have all the movies in my ranking, but right now it's sitting at 29th. But
mm,
I've only gone up to Guardians 3, but then it has, like, Thunderbolts and stuff in there. So the only here's the I have 5 below it at the moment. I'll start from the bottom up. I've got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania,
yeah, I get
Thor:
that.
The Dark World,
I knew you were gonna say that. That's crazy to put that below Brave New World. That's crazy.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and these
Yeah.
next 2 you are not gonna like, The Incredible Hulk,
I mean, yeah, I disagree, but it's not that strong of it. Like
and then Iron Man 2, which I
that's
really did
fucking
not like.
crazy. That's
I did not like that one at all.
crazy.
I mean, I have them both rated 2 stars, so it's not like I, like, loved either of them,
Yeah.
but that's,
Off the
like,
top of my head. Yeah, no, that's fair. Off the top of my head, Love and Thunder, Quantumania, Brave New World in no order, and the Marvels are probably my bottom four in
oh,
whatever.
hard
I haven't
disagree
given
on
the
the
Marvels
Marvels.
another go. I haven't given
I
it
haven't
another
either.
go.
I'm
But
really
Brave
nervous
New
to
World,
rewatch it, and I'm gonna hate it and be like, "What was I cooking?"
I'm surprised you like it as much as you do. That was like one I left that one and I was like, wow, that sucked. Like I never do that for Marvel stuff. Normally I have like a little grace period and then I'm like Quantumania I saw like 3 times in theaters and then I was like, huh, a
That's
couple
fair.
months later I was like, wait a second. Maybe that wasn't good. But Brave New
Quantumania
World crushed me. Like that's you can't make a bad Captain America movie. You can't do that.
well, they can and they did.
It's not allowed.
But Quantumania was a movie where I remember sitting in the theater, seeing it for the first time, and getting, like, angry at how bad it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Love and
oh,
Thunder for me as well is I had a similar. Although actually, I think I
yeah,
liked that a little bit until after.
mm. I have, like, on the tier of it, the lowest tier is Quantumania and then The Dark World, which on a rewatch I really hated.
Dark World, good movie.
Mm. I don't agree, but for sure, for sure. Where do I have I don't have the Marvels on this ranking. I've gotta finish this ranking because then it would be nice to look at, but, I mean, 1 and 2 is still Guardians 1 and 2. Oh, I gotta get in and finish that. Well, speaking of finishing, it kind of ties
Nice.
into our movie of the week, Mortal Kombat 2. Obviously, the famous line, "Finish him," was in both 1 and 2, but
Got
it's
to
done
get
a
it
lot
in.
better in 2, in my opinion.
What
Um,
wasn't?
that's true. Well, what wasn't? I don't know. There's not much. I think
There's
Mortal Kombat 2 is, like, such an obvious upgrade in almost every single
yeah,
way. Not almost, every
yeah.
single way.
The script I was writing right before we started recording was about how Mortal Kombat 2 fixed everything wrong with Mortal Kombat, pretty much. How it made it
Yeah,
significantly better. Yeah,
it really did.
how did you like Mortal Kombat 2 as someone who I mean you've played a I'm sure you've played Mortal Kombat at some point. Just
Yeah, so my, like, familiarity with Mortal Kombat is basically through getting my ass beat and then not playing again for, like, the next, like, 2 hours and watching, other people play against each other. Uh, like, that's basically it. Like, I've never played a Mortal Kombat game by myself. The only fighting game I ever played by myself was Injustice,
mm, well, rumor
the
has
first
it
on the
getting a new one
PS3.
soon.
I might have to lock back in. But yeah, I'm not familiar with Mortal Kombat or the lore at all. I know a handful of characters. Like I could, like before the movie, like watching any of the movies, I could have named Sub Zero, Scorpion, Johnny Cage, um, Katana, and that's probably it.
Mm,
Maybe well, and Raiden, just because he was like
mm.
the lightning guy, but
What about
that was it.
Melina?
Maybe yeah. She's the mouth lady from the first movie, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's one that like broke public. Like
Yeah,
everyone, I feel like her Sub Zero, Scorpion, and Katana are like the ones where I'm like, okay, I think
yeah.
some people like I don't know people that haven't played the games much, like they know them.
Right. Yeah,
They're in
but other than
Fortnite.
that, I was like, yeah. If you have a Fortnite skin, you're mainstream. But yeah, so that was really my only experience with it. I know that you're
Mm.
a big Mortal Kombat guy, so I was curious if being more of a fan of the series, like if that, I don't know, if it was better seeing the second one.
Yeah,
Felt
I
more.
like the first one. I yeah, I'm a fairly big Mortal Kombat guy, I'd say. I mean, Mortal Kombat 10, I remember getting that for like the Xbox One. I went to the midnight release, but I was too little, so I couldn't stay up till too little. I was like 15. I wasn't that little, but or like 13. But we were whoever's parents took us was like, all right, we can't stay till midnight, but you could drop by. What's the point? But they had the game set up, so we got to like play a couple rounds at least, and then go pick it
Okay.
up again the next day for some reason. But like that was kind of like where I first started, and then we'd like get a group and play Mortal Kombat X, MKX all the time, and then yeah, and then I really liked Injustice 2, so that kind of got me more in for the next couple Mortal Kombats, and yeah, I'm a sucker for fighting games. I like the characters. I like a lot of the characters. I like the lore. I like the world building. The stories of the games have gotten progressively worse, especially the last one, but they're still fun. They do similar things, but they're good times. And the first Mortal Kombat movie, honestly, I haven't rewatched it since it came out, but I remember being like, that was fine, whatever. Disappointed that there was no tournament. I didn't love the whole idea of like, what is it, the Arcana? of like how everything is like a secret power that every character has, and like
Yeah.
instead of Kano having like a metal eye, he just has like Superman heat vision because that's his secret power. Like never loved that, and they kind of just completely abandoned that in the second one, where it really wasn't referenced, even though it probably would have made more sense with Johnny Cage in that movie. But it's fine. Um, but yeah, the second one I went into with some expectations. I guess I was just hoping for it to be a little more fun, a little more what I want from a Mortal Kombat movie. Just silly, goofy, bloody, gory, good time. And I pretty much got exactly that. It is by no means like a perfect movie, but it's more or less what I want from a Mortal Kombat movie. So I left pretty happy.
Yeah, I think I mean, based off how you just described the games of the story is like kind of nothing in the current games, especially. That's what the movie is. The story in this movie is absolutely non-existent. Like, the first one tried to have a story, and it was like, "Oh, these people were chosen by they have birthmarks that look like the Mortal Kombat logo, and they're the chosen fighters, and they're getting rounded up and killed before the tournament." Also, what is up with this, like, 10 tournament fight thing? Why do they do that? Why not just have it be 1? Because it always is the last one that we're seeing anyway.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, he's already won 9 times. So now we're on the line. What do you mean he's already won
Yeah.
9 times?
Yeah, I'm like, "You guys are fucked. You're down 9-0. It's
Yeah.
over. You're not
What are we
coming back."
doing?
Like,
Too
how is that
late.
fair? He wins 9 times in a row, and then you win once, and suddenly it's all solved, and he's dead forever?
Yeah, give Shao Kahn Earthrealm. He earned it.
He earned it. He won 9-1. That's a dub for him. As soon as he won the 6th one, it should have been over. It's ridiculous.
True. It's
It's a
true.
sham.
It
But
is
it
ridiculous.
just that made no sense to me, but that's in the first one also where it's like you have to win 10 tournaments in a row to conquer a realm.
I
That
forgot
doesn't
that was in
seem
the
right.
first one. That's so yeah.
But
I do I like how the tournament works, how they're just kind of selected and then they just go to like a classic Mortal Kombat stage and
I
sometimes
like
the
that a
camera will
lot.
go 2D and they just fight and then they go back and it's like we don't need a big lore reason why Sindel and Sonya Blade are fighting. They're selected, they go fight, they come back. Like I like that a lot.
I liked it a lot, and it felt like when you're like, when we would get together and everybody and I would watch you guys play Mortal Kombat, and it would be like, it's literally the same thing, like, they start glowing blue or red, like the player
Yeah.
select screen, and then they go to the map, and then they fight on the map, and then that's it. They had a lot of the fights had, like, the outros that they do where they,
Yes.
like, hit a corny line or, like, do something. The
The
fatalities in this one were
fatalities.
awesome. Like, that's
Kung
what I want
Lao.
in a Mortal Kombat movie. I want it to be, like, over the top and violent. That's what Mortal Kombat is, like, known for.
Yeah.
It's known for being this extremely violent fighting game, and the first one just didn't really have that. Like, it
Yeah.
just felt like maybe a little bit more violent than, like, your average action movie, but this one felt more like a Mortal Kombat movie in that, like, I mean, some of the fatalities were brutal. There was one that I recognized from the game that happens
Which
near the
one?
end of the movie, with
Like the last
Katana.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, the very last one, yeah. I was like, "Oh, I remember seeing that." Like, that's pretty cool. Like, everything about it, it just felt much more like, yeah, this is a Mortal Kombat movie and not a movie that's embarrassed it's a Mortal Kombat movie,
Totally.
which
That's
is great. I'm glad they
that's a
leaned
great
into
way.
it.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. I like all the looks in the movie too. I think the costumes are really cool. Katana's great. It's really I was surprised. It's really Katana and Johnny Cage's movie, and they're pretty separate the whole time. They both have their own kind of
Mhm.
plots, but I really liked both of them as kind of main characters. I wasn't always on board with the Carl Urban casting for Johnny Cage. I would have gotten more of like a Glenn Powell type or like a younger Chris Pratt kind of guy. But I think Carl Urban did a good job. He's supposed to be an older, kind of washed up Johnny Cage, and I think he sells that. Sometimes you could hear his accent trying to break out, which I think is fun.
Yeah.
But he was great. I liked his arc throughout the movie. Yeah,
I thought the exact same thing. When Johnny Cage first was going and, like, the whole, like, fake movie bit in the beginning, and
yeah,
it's, like, obvious it's, like, a fake movie or whatever,
love
and
that
that was great,
uncaged
but when he was
fury.
going through that, I was like, "Dude, It's like they pitched this to Glenn Powell, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna be busy with Chad Power season 2." So they're like, "Alright, fuck it, just get Karl Urban in here." But I do like
Literally.
and then the, like, washed up angle is revealed, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes like, that's cool." I like that they're like, because everybody when Karl Urban was cast, I just saw everybody online being like, "This is horrible casting. Why is he's so old? Why is it what is it? Blah, blah." And it's like they just used that in the movie. They're like, "Yeah, he's an old washed up guy."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. Yeah, it's just fun. It's a good selection of characters too, and they're not all like they don't all get a ton of screen time, but like Sindel's here and Jade is here, and like they do a good job more so than the first movie of kind of collecting a good group of fan favorite characters and bringing some old ones back.
And you've the most fan favorite character, Cole, is back.
Yeah.
And
Oh
he
man.
I gotta say, there's, like, a scene pretty early on where they are all in Raiden's Sky Temple, and they're hanging out and talking, because that's what happens when there's not a fight. Everybody stands around and talks. So they're standing around talking, waiting for the next fight to begin, and then every time it cut to a solo shot of Cole, it was like the lighting was entirely different, and I was like, "Oh, man, they got this guy in on, like, reshoots, like, so obviously." Like, they were like, "Oh, that's right." It's like they filmed the whole movie and then forgot, like, "Oh, yeah, the main character first, and we should probably explain, like, why he's not the main focus." And, like, just but, like, have him in there so people know that it's a sequel. The
Yeah.
lighting was totally different. It was kill I was laughing at that so hard. It's so funny.
And and he has this line where he's like, "I'm doing this for my wife and my daughter, so hopefully I can go back to them," or something like that, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
no." Oh, man, spoilers, I guess, by the way,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he,
think we can jump into spoilers now, but and then he loads up into the fight against the main villain of the movie who
yeah,
just got an amulet that makes him unkillable. He's immortal.
yeah,
He already was, like, the strongest guy in the movie, and now he's like, "I'm gonna get an amulet that makes me literally immortal.
he's
Good
so
luck."
cool.
And
He's
then
so
Cole
cool.
gets that was
It's
I thought that was a great fight scene though, and a great fatality with Cole.
It was, and I honestly think they handled it pretty well. Like, it didn't feel like a spit in the face to anyone who liked the last movie, and like to Louis Tan especially. Like, it's like, oh, he beat him, but he had the immortality thing. He cheated. Like Cole Young beat the guy. Like he won the fight, and then he cheated and he lost. It wasn't like he walked in and Shao Kahn like beat him with the hammer and he was dead immediately. Like he put up a fight. They had a fight. He won, and then he lost. And it is extra brutal that they threw that body into the pit too to be like
Yeah,
he is not
he's not
coming
coming
back.
back.
He's There's a lot of people coming back from the dead, not this one. He is completely disintegrated. His
Yeah.
head is splattered all over the floor and his body is being disintegrated as we speak.
Well, that was the fight where I was like, okay, like because I mean there was already violence in the movie, but that's the first kind of really brutal fatality that we get,
Yeah.
where it like doesn't cut away. It's just full hammer swing onto his head, just shatters it. And then he
Yeah.
chucks it into the acid, and it literally looks like the end fight screen that you get, where
Yeah.
like I was expecting it to pop up, where I was like, what was the villain's name? Shao
Shao
Kahn?
Kahn. Shao
Like I was
Kahn
about to say
wins.
like Shao Kahn wins, yeah. Like it felt
Fatality.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I will
and
say,
I
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you go, you go.
Okay, I was just gonna say my favorite fight of the movie, because so in the beginning, the first like I want to say 20 minutes of it, I was like, it's better than the first one, but I'm still not loving it. Like I'm not having that good of a time. The dialogue is really bad. The script still sucks. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if this is for me. Maybe it's just not meant to be. I'm not a Mortal Kombat game guy, so it would make sense I'm not a Mortal Kombat movie guy. But this fight was where I was like fully bought in. Like it was winning me back a little bit, but the fight between and I don't know their names. So the Fire Fist man and the Hat guy.
Oh, Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
Yeah, the Liu Kang Kung Lao fight was so sick. On that like
Blue
on where
Portal.
it's like all blue and then it like turns red at the moment and they're fighting. And then that was that was the best fight of the of the movie for me, and then the fatality was brutal. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna, like, die, and then he knows he's gonna come back, and then he's, like, gonna try and, like" he faked me out somehow, and I was like,
Yeah.
"I know you're, like, the good guy in the movie, and you faked me out." That was
Yeah,
awesome.
no, totally agree. I think that was my favorite fight. I mean, there's like the sound of the hat swinging by as they're fighting, and it's like going from one side of the theater to the other, and then he's like Liu Kang has to dodge and look back, and the emotional aspect of the fight where this is like his brother practically, and his raised from the dead. Now he has to fight him. He just stabs Raiden in the throat, and then they got thrown into this fight. Like it looked really good. They did the 2D thing that I love. Totally. That fatality was incredible. The way he
Mhm.
just grabs him and throws him back, and then he was like holding his hand as it happens. Just
Ugh,
brutal.
that's so good. It's really good. That was where the movie, like, fully won me over, and I was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
I'm in. You
yeah.
got me."
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, Katana was really cool also. I thought that the first fight with Katana and Johnny Cage was weak. I wasn't really
Yeah,
feeling it. I was like, "Alright, I don't know about
yeah.
this." We get the
He,
finish him from Shao
yeah,
Kahn, and I'm like, "Alright,
yeah,
I get it."
yeah. Johnny's mostly just running for his life,
Yeah,
climbing
which
around.
I did like that bit to it, but then a lot of the wire work and the jumps and flips looked pretty wonky in this one.
Yeah, the slow mo.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I will
definitely.
say the crowd was really into it that I saw it with. It wasn't like a full
Cool.
IMAX theater, but it was, like, decent, and then there was, during the last fight when Katana beats Shao Kahn, and we get that, fatality, there's, like the crowd was going nuts. They were applauding, cheering. It was awesome. I was like, "Alright. Hell yeah." Like,
That's
just
awesome.
that energy alone made it be like, "Alright, I like this movie more now," I think, just from
Yeah.
the other people liking it so much.
Oh, that's cool. The movie's doing pretty well. I mean, it's not doing like incredibly, but it opened with like 40, 45 million, which on an 80 million budget. So it's definitely doing all right.
Yeah.
We'll see if they're
Yeah,
planned
it's
to push back to the
number
summer
2.
blockbuster season. I think it's 3. It might be behind Michael as
Really?
well. I
I
think
thought
I
that I
could be
saw it
wrong.
was I'll check it now, but yeah, well, a lot of fun. Yeah, 40 million domestic, 63 total. Let me see here. Latest weekend, it beat out Michael by like 3.5 million.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
But wow, Sheep Detectives made like $16 million this weekend.
I
That's
gotta see
nuts.
that. I gotta see that
I
so
have
bad.
to. Yeah. Oh, shout
I
out, man.
gotta shout out. But yeah, is that about it for us here?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2 overall, I liked it a lot. Oh,
Hell
I
yeah.
did I wanted to ask you about potential for Mortal Kombat 3, because as
Oh
someone who
yeah.
knows none of the lore, the movie ends in a way where it's like, "Hey, don't worry if we killed off your favorite guy," and they killed off Jax pretty clearly because they were like, "This guy's arms are too expensive to render in all the time." And, like, in the beginning of the movie, he's wearing this big ass jacket over his arms. And I I was like, "Alright, that's clearly because they just don't wanna do the CGI for his arms the whole time," which is fair. Like, that's not like a dig against the movie. I just thought
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's like,
That's
he's
really funny.
obviously wearing that for a reason. But they end it by being like, "Hey, if Jax is your favorite, don't worry, like, we can bring literally anybody back
Yeah,
whenever,"
yeah.
which
Except Cole Young.
yeah, he's dead, sorry, he went in the
Anyone
acid.
else. Yeah, no, but that is a very, very Mortal Kombat thing to do. They do that every game. Like they kill someone off, and then they have the Revenant, which is like Kung Lao in this movie, which is essentially like the zombified, like heat version of them. That's the bad guy, but then they figure out ways to bring them back. So then they're actually back, and then they die again, and then they have a new way to bring them back. It's just, I mean, it happens in a series that's all about killing each other. They kill each other and bring each other back all the time. So it's not abnormal. And Liu Kang in this movie has like a bit of a moment where he's like, I know what I have to do, and he kind of just turns into fire and just
Yeah.
ascends into whatever.
did have a question about that one
Yeah,
because it was like he's about to die, and then he's like, "Hang on, this is not. Hang on, I got an idea," and then he just disappears, and that's it.
yeah,
I was expecting him to like come back in the movie or something, but he
yeah,
just
especially
doesn't.
because 'cause
That's
they're in
it.
Netherrealm. So I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
he'll, like, come help because he died maybe?" But no, yeah, I guess maybe he went to go see the Elder Gods would be my guess because there's, like, a god of fire, Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat 11 who, like, I this will take an insane amount of time to explain generally, so I'll just try and sum it up really quickly. But there's like one of the elder gods is this woman named Chronica who has like the hourglass of time, and she's able to restart time as many times as she wants, and like whatever. It's basically a meta way to talk about the reboots of Mortal Kombat over the years,
Mm,
and so at the end, they beat her, and Liu Kang becomes the new like holder of time. So he then takes over Raiden's position as like the Earthrealm protector, and he becomes the god of fire. And he's got this sick ass design. And then Raiden becomes like in this new world. Raiden is like Kung Lao's brother, and they train together and whatever. But so I think they're doing Liu Kang as God of Fire. I don't know how they're getting there based on what just happened, but it seems because he's sick in this movie too. He has a great moment with
he
these two
is.
giant fire dragons behind him. He's awesome. So I think they're somehow going to set that up. It also made me think that maybe they were going to do a Shaolin monks like spin-off with him and Kung Lao, him trying to like bring Kung Lao back. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's kind of the vibe I got. But then the end of the movie is like we're going to go find him. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. They have Quan Chi like tied up, so he's just going to be their like revive guy. They're just going to drag him around and make
Yeah.
him revive everybody. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Shinnok, I'm guessing, is going to be the main villain of the next one. He's from Mortal Kombat. I don't even know which one he's from, but he's like the main villain of Mortal Kombat 10. Um, and they use his amulet in the movie. They keep saying the amulet of Shinnok, and so it
Mm.
seems like they're setting him up as kind of the big bad of the next one.
The
But
Thanos
I'm
of this
the
phase, if you will.
exactly. But I want Shang Tsung to be the full villain. He's my guy.
I
I
was
like
thinking
Shao
that
Kahn a
too.
lot too. But have you seen
Shao
the
Kahn
like
was sick.
90 Mortal Kombat movies?
No,
The
that's the
first
first
one?
Mortal Kombat movie I've seen, so
Oh, you should watch the first one at some point because it is so fun. It is ridiculous in like the best way.
ooh. Is it streaming anywhere? Maybe I'll check
It's
it out.
probably on HBO Max. I might actually watch it too because now I'm thinking about it and I'm like,
Ooh.
damn, that rocks.
Oh, I gotta see. They keep trying to show me the 2021 movie. When did it come out?
I
1995.
think 90. Oh,
Ooh, hour 40? It's on HBO Max.
oh hell yeah!
Liu Kang, Johnny Cage.
It's so
They got
fun.
Christopher Lambert playing Raiden.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he's so good. He's so good.
Oh, that's another guy who was really good in this was Kano.
Oh
And
my
they just
god,
bring him
yes.
back, and they're like, "Yeah, he's back. He doesn't have a soul. That's why he's not like the Revenant or whatever it's
Yeah.
called."
Incredible bit. He there's not enough soul in him for him to be corrupted because there's just nothing there. He's
Yeah.
so good. He is incredible. He's got like a good
Mm.
guy arc. He's like, yeah, I'm a bad guy, but like I don't want the world. I like air conditioning and beer
I like
and
beer, dude. This sucks. Have you been there? It's like just gray all the time, and it's
You've been everything sucks. Yeah. He's
I did
oh,
like
he
that
is
bit.
so good.
Sometimes
He's
he
so
can get
good
I'm
in this.
like, "Alright, let's rein it in a little bit. We're getting
Yeah.
to, like, Taika Waititi riffing on a level that is freaking Sublime territory." But for the most part, he's really good, and I like him and Johnny Cage together. That was a fun dynamic.
Yeah. They're a fun pair.
Oh,
Yeah, oh man, I can't believe we didn't talk about Kano until just now.
yeah.
He was so great.
Yeah, really good. It's a fun time. It
It's
is.
just fun. It's just fun. It's just a silly, fun little action movie. It's funny. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I hope we get a third.
Yeah, I actually would after watching the first one, I was like, "I hope two's it because I don't know if I can stomach a third one." But after if they make 3 like 2, then yeah, they could put one out every couple years, and I'll go see it. It's a fun time. Why
Hell
not?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so down. But yeah, I think that's about it for us. Join us next week for Obsession, I think comes out this weekend.
Yeah, Obsession, also Punisher, One
Oh, yeah,
Last
yeah, yeah.
Kill,
True.
um,
Oh, shoot.
and
Hell
then
yeah.
I
I'm so
think, yeah,
excited
that's
for
probably the
Obsession.
2 big. I can't wait for Obsession. I'm also going to see Hokum tonight, so
That's
I'm
sick. I
really getting
missed Hokum.
my horror bag on.
I gotta see
So
Hokum. Yeah, dude, Obsession is gonna take over the world. I'm so excited for it. It kind of already is, but
it is, yeah.
it's incredible. I've been dying to watch it again for months now, so I'm really excited.
Oh, it's playing in Dolby even, that's fun.
Oh god, that might be too much for me.
And it's only at 10:30 at night, so good luck.
Oh. Oh man. Oh man.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Wait, really quick before we go, breaking news. A Westworld movie is in the works at Warner Bros. David Koepp is writing the script and a major mystery filmmaker is eyeing to direct. I bet it's Spielberg.
For what was it?
A Westworld movie. But
Oh,
he's
that
supposed to do a Western next.
oh.
And that's his guy, I think, that writes a lot of his stuff.
Westworld is like is that that's not like
It's like
is it
robots, but it's also
right.
Western.
Right, oh, I didn't realize it was like a Western kinda thing also. Oh, yeah, it
A
is.
major
'Cause
mystery filmmaker. Sounds like my guy.
oh, I mean, who else would it be? Zack Snyder?
True.
Let's have robots in the Wild West in slow motion, and it's
That's
all
pretty much
gray.
Rebel Moon. All right, everybody.
Oh,
We will see you next time. Have a great week and we'll see you then.
adios, watch game night.